Hello, the game has started. I'll just say hi to my opponent. I have an awful rack to begin with, and opponent's bingoed. So not a great position to be in. But let's see what we can do. How can I get rid of two I's? That's going to be my primary goal. I have Tiki, which scores almost nothing. The B, not sure. Can't even play across the top with the K. KA, and then Glake is good, but I'm not seeing a 2I play, unfortunately. Glake for 20. Deionize? No. I have the ISO prefix, and the E looks useful. ISO Dianoias. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, Dianoias. Does it take an S? Yes, it does. I hope my opponent doesn't have the Z here. That'll really take the wind out of my sails. I have an over going in front of car. Oh, I just felt it happening. And even if I played it down here, Dianoias, he would have had the Z play there. So that's just, that's gutting. And I can't even play in front of ZO here. I don't have a D or an A. And I have nothing to go in front of AI. So all is wrong with the world. Nah, let's remain positive and do the best we can with the rack. So, bowl here seems fine. I draw some clunky consonants, so I shan't be bingoing this turn, I don't think. Opponent does bingo. So he's in a commanding lead. I've picked for 42. Oh, not picked. Pice for 42. Now, I have a fairly balanced rack here, but is there a bingo with this E? Because the E looks really useful. I have the fruit component, opponent scoring well again there. I have fur here for 27 with a decent rack leave. But I have failure with a T. I have artful with an I. Wow, I feel there's something with this E, but I'm not seeing it. Now I have Frati, which scores quite nicely here. for 51. Dilution through an I, not many floaters available here. Does the E assist? Opponent will be looking to take it out, I think. Untoiled. Can the soil be untoiled? Or is that just me stretching? I think it's plausible. Untoiled, no good. Is there an anagram of that non-word? The RE also available, and I have oid ending words. There's a few of those around, but the remaining 4 letters don't look promising. Diff is good. Nod. Problem with this rack is I just can't seem to score with it because there's no value. They're all 1 and 2 point tiles, so Lod. Terrible pickup. I duplicate I and N, and I shan't be bingoing with this rack. Unless there's an 8 with the E that I've overlooked. I have the inter prefix. No. Retinue, no. Opponent scores well with an overlap. Twia is good. So what about unit? 16. Winters. And I think twinters is good. Unrights from the U. Who would have thought the U would be helpful? In this case it is. Hopefully my opponent is focused on blocking this bingo lane. Yes, he does that. And I will have a quick look at whether or not I can bingo onto the E. Not seeing an option there, but unrights will get doubled, and it'll give me a small chance of getting back in the game. I draw the X. Wow. And we've drawn level as well, score-wise. Very unbalanced. Almost extend. Or extent, but not quite. I do have X here, but a shocking rack leave. 27. Opponent scuppers my plan. 2 blanks to come. This is interesting. I do have next here, which scores quite nicely, but it gives easy underlapping scores as well as overlapping, but it's hard to turn down 46 points at this stage of the game. And it does get rid of 3 consonants, so is there a better X spot that I've overlooked? No, I'm going with this. Yeah, I draw a few O's, so I do have a play of go at a minimum. ST takes the Y. I have Vog across the top, and actually I don't have anything for going above TE, so I'd have to play to the right. It's a shame because that's a juicy hot spot. Opponent might well play there. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, so I've got veg here for a decent 30-point play. Veg does take an A and an O plus the overlap, so easy scoring spot for opponent. 30 points. Wow. I fear if I don't play here, opponent will. This is a safer spot, but it's a lower score. $24 kind of keeps me up to speed, and it's a good rack leave. Yeah, I think I'll play the safer spot. The other one gives back easy scoring. Okay. Those blanks are going to be crucial at the end, and I fear this is the likely spot the bingo is going to come down from the M or through the M. Okay, opponent. I've got hover for a decent score. Can the J be incorporated? I'm not sure about that. Low on time, so I better get a move on. What about an E play? Now I have gin, but no way of getting to play twice. J-I-N. I'm going with hover. 42. And then hudge with a D. If I get a blank. Wow, that was unexpected. That, to pick up two blanks right at the end like that, I did not anticipate. Now I've got to think of a 6-letter play. Jarum is good, I think. Or Jarules. Jarules, where would that play? Jurats. Bola is good, I think. So Jurats would be Jurats, and Bola. Bola isn't good. Why did I think Bola was good? Okay, opponent, I've got to think about this. Jumars, that's good. Jumar. No, wait. I've got to go out. Unless I go out, I lose. Wow. Adjure, that'll work. Adjure. 24. Yeah, that seals it. There probably was a better score, but yeah, this should do it. Adjure and 468 to 448. I'll just thank my opponent for the game. Let's see what we missed. Wow, what a close finish. I just thought, unless I score well in that final move and go out, I might lose that one. Anyway, opponent opened with ablated. That looks fine. Glake was best for 20 here, according to Analyzer's equity scores. Opponent had Arsenate and Serenata through the T. He didn't spot those. He went with Nay. Now Dianoia's was the only bingo on offer. Tsar for 64, that's what I was afraid of, but I realized that even if I played Dianoia's down from 6C, the O would be left next to the triple, so it was much of a muchness. And Flab was best through the A. Actually, I quite like that at 4A because it mitigates the danger of a column A play. And it sorts the rack out quite nicely, the clunkiness of it. So I quite like Flab on second glance. I went with Bowl, and then opponent had Aranis for 69. He had it for 89 at A6. Oh, because Rye and Azo, Aranis, wow. Extra 20 points. Shows you it's important to look around the board. You spot a bingo, take a breath, look around the board and try spot a better score for that bingo. Pice for 42. That was best. PV for 32 was best for opponent. But Fire scored quite well, so that's pretty good. Filature, that's the one I was looking for, and Faultier. Well, I shouldn't have missed Faultier because that's an everyday word. But, you know, sometimes you just don't see them. Filature, a little less common, but that was the highest scoring bingo. At least I scored in the 50s, which was good to do, and to take out the bingo lane, that hotspot. And Vrau for 31 was opponent's best. He went with Mop, outlined for 60. Outlined. Wow. I haven't exactly showered myself in glory this game. That's a bad miss. I went with Lod and then Crew for 35. Opponent went with Wire. Now Unit for 16. QV for 31 for opponent. He went with Eve, and then Unrights was the only bingo. Medic for 49. Wow. 2J. Nice overlap. Medic. And next for 46 was best from this rack. Chief for 35 for opponent seems fine. And then there were no eyes to come, so it was pretty safe. But I guess the blanks were unseen to him at that stage too. So maybe chin, I don't know. Over go for 38. Over go, that's nice, from B9. Getting the V tripled and the whole word doubled. Beautiful. That was definitely the play. I went with go for 24, which did take out a pretty hot spot. And yeah, there were huge plays, potential plays here, for example, like jar, that type of thing. Or worse yet, juror, Jures, jurors. Okay, so anyway, go seemed acceptable. Scourged. Opponent had scourged for 74 and 69 in various spots. 14D, yeah, scourged, and 13F. I went with hover from this rack, but Eve jar, look at that. Beautiful. Eve jar. I don't know if that's a bird or I think it might be a bird. Anyway, hover for 42 was fine. Ghosty for 49. That's a huge score. 14A. Getting the Y tripled and the whole word doubled. That's massive. 49, that would have put him about 32 points ahead. So it would have given back some score, I guess, but that's a massive play. Hoy for 31. Now, Adjure was best. Abjure as well with a B. Mood jar, juryman. Juryman, nice. Mood jar, yeah. So anyway, that was the end. Happy to have just scraped through at the end there by 20 points. A couple of really embarrassing misses there, outlined and faultier. It's funny how sometimes you spot the more obscure words and the more everyday obvious words, you just don't see them. So yeah, but all in all, I thought it was a good game and hope you enjoyed watching that one, and I will see you next time.